Fatima Reyes is our courtside reporter today, the third member of the team. Quarter scoring right here. You have to love the consistency of the San Beda Red Lions Prince at hindi nila hinahayaang magtuloy-tuloy yung mga runs ng Benilde.
Oh, medyo nag-struggle sila dun sa third quarter na yun, ano? Maybe mainly because of Benilde getting all those offensive rebounds and those open layups. Na-maximize nila yung hindi pag-help nitong San Beda dun sa bigs nila, no? But, itong San Beda, sabi mo nga kanina, hindi bumababa ng 10 yung lamang.
Booming start for the Red Lions. Brian Sajonia knocking down the 3. 18 points now in the game and an offensive foul on Big Sean O'Malley.
Oh, natawagan ng offensive foul itong si Sean O'Malley. Pero parang hindi yata siya gumalaw dun sa screen na yun.
Here's the 3 first by Brian Sajonia. His third one in the game. Pero ito yung screen ni Sean O'Malley na natawagan ng offensive foul. 68-53. That will add to the woes of the Benilde Blazers. Sajonia from the other side this time.
Mark, sorry, I can't help it. Pero inaantay ko yung yung tawag mo dun sa 3 points eh. Yun yung gusto ko na na shot call mo eh.
Maya, tayo natin mamaya. But Brian Sajonia making it rain. Torres, Cabos, O'Malley wala. Rebounded almost by Sajonia, but it'll stay with Benilde. As we go back to our courtside reporter for a fourth quarter story. Nandito si Fatima Reyes. Fatima, go ahead.
Martin and Prince, it is a luxury to have a team as deep as San Beda's roster this season because in the huddle, Coach Yuri Escueta is very open in shuffling his players, putting trust to the suggestions of each of them. And this will also be the key to sustain the momentum this fourth quarter, to continue to open communication because that's where they are getting the right shots. Dagdag dito, nahanap daw nila ang weakness ng Blazers at ito ay ang corners, and now that they know this, all they have to do is to utilize this and find their zone. Now let's just wait how the Red Lions will continue to convert. Martin and Prince.
That is some serious scouting from the San Beda Red Lions. Maraming salamat, Fatima Reyes. And it's been effective so far. Kaboom! Brian Sajonia!
Kanina ka ba inaantay yan, Marks?
Third triple in the fourth. And it is now a 21-point lead for San Beda. Back to our coverage. 74-53. All 9 points of San Beda. 9-0 runs sila ngayon. Came from just one guy. He has been connecting online from long distance. First one from the left, next from the right, and a third one for good measure with a defense in front of him. Brian Sajonia with 24 points today and 5 triples to his name.
Oh, ito yung Brian Sajonia na kilala natin from last season. Again, this is the most consistent he's ever been sa NCAA basketball, ano? And kanina pinag-uusapan lang natin na pag aggressive siya sa umpisa, medyo lumalabig pagdating ng gitna. But in this game, he's been consistent all throughout.
And he was their leading scorer against Benilde in the classification round, had 22 in the second encounter, 16 in the first one. Today, he has exceeded both efforts with 24 points. And an offensive rebound, nope. It's Sanchez collecting the board. For Benilde, this is now gonna be a major battle uphill for them as Sanchez puts it up and in.
Oh, kanina pa rin hinahanap ni Justin Sanchez yung mga ganong klaseng atake, ano? But he can't seem to find his rhythm. Medyo nagsastruggle siya, maybe because of the help defense coming from San Beda.
Tough time for Benilde today. 19-point lead. Sajonia fakes, fires, and hits from 13 feet.
And he's feeling it.
Yeah. Grabe yung Brian Sajonia. 26 points. Sanchez stops his dribble. 76-55 domination by the Red Lions. Liwag turns. Smothering defense by Celso.
You know, Martin, I was about to say na since second quarter and third quarter, hindi nagkaroon ng mga touches masyado itong si Allen Liwag. Now I know why. Yung konting moments na nagkakaroon siya ng touches, makikita mo kung paano i-pack ng paint yung Son Beda and how they wanna stop him from even catching the ball and, you know, getting space for himself.
That's right. Ito yung dalawang muna ni Brian Sajonia. He is in the zone. 11 points in the fourth quarter alone for Brian Sajonia, and this is the defense played by Celso on Allen Liwag. Liwag today, 3 out of 13 from the field.
Oh, and you know, in terms of numbers, mamaya na, balikan natin yung numbers ni Liwag.
Jomel Puno.
Oh, Jomel Puno muna.
Yan.
That baseline drive and then reverse layup. Welcome back, Jomel Puno.
That's right. Jomel Puno out for a few games, it looked like.
Okay, so out for a few games, yung paa niya medyo nanggaling din sa out.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was called an out of bounds.
Okay. Sanchez drawing space inside. Justin Sanchez getting 2 baskets.
Oh, this is the type of aggressiveness on offense ang kailangan ng Benilde, no? Kasi parang wala sa kanila yung gusto maging aggressive, eh. Or they can't seem to find that guy na who's gonna step up and ask for the ball and ako na bahala, take over.
And time is running out for the Blazers. Only 6.5 left in the game. Sajonia, no. Tapped out. And it goes back to Benilde. 76-57.
Kaya pala wide open yung baseline ni Jomel. Lumagpas pala siya.
Okay, tama.
Kaya
Sobra na pala.
parang kanina sabi ko, parang ang dali nung baseline drive na yun. Tapos nung reverse layup nung pinakita yung replay, kaya pala siya sobrang open. Lumagpas pala siya sa guhit.
Dumulo na pala itong si Jomel Puno. By the way, Brian Sajonia tying a season high today with 26 points. We'll see if he can exceed that. He has a lot of time to do it. 6 minutes and 19 seconds left. But he's not on the floor. So mamaya-maya, baka makuha niya yan. Sanchez against Gonzalez. Sanchez again Gonzalez bothering Sanchez at the post.
But if you're gonna look at it, nagstay yung San Beda sa depensa kay Sanchez, even though it was a mismatch between Justin Sanchez and Nigel Gonzalez, kung makikita mo, walang double team na dumating.
They trust Nigel with that responsibility. Ito si Liwag, tap, Ancheta, Kahukom will attack, Kahukom unable to score. Sanchez getting it back, but there is a whistle. That's a foul from behind on Yukian Andrada.
That was a good eye galing dito sa referee natin, Normally, hindi na nakikita yun dahil galing sa likod.
Iyon, nasa bitan. So 2 shots coming up for Justin Sanchez na bahagyang nabubuhayan dito sa ating fourth quarter. Already has 9 points in the game.
Okay, alam ko na kung bakit walang dumating na double team doon.
Bakit?
Again, si Nigel Gonzalez, siya yung pinapadala dun sa mga players na umiinit. And so far, si Sanchez yung nagiging buhay itong Benilde Blazers para dito sa fourth quarter. Again, he has 9 points, I think. 9 points already.
10 points
10 points.
Shoot yung una.
So kay Nigel siya binigay and they trusted him. They trust him enough na hindi na kailangan ng double team. So pababayaan ka namin, depensahan mo yan, ikaw ng balance, tumap dyan, gawa mo na paraan.
Well, he has been their best defender, at least on-ball defender in the season. Ball pressure being applied by Benilde. Sanchez now with 11.6 in this fourth quarter alone. The tally is 76-59 with under 6 minutes remaining. Gonzalez bringing this one across. Yukian against Gaspay. 10 on the 24. It is with John T. Miller. Miller will pull up for 3. He knocks it down. And a chance for a 4-point play.
Si Gaspay telling Coach Charles na wala daw foul. Pero if you're gonna look at the replay, may contact eh. Oh, and he tried not to get that contact.
Sinubukan naman.
Oh, sinubukan
Iwasan.
naman niya. I mean, it's really tough to guard the John D. Miller. He can shoot from the outside, he can drive. And he tried his best to challenge. Nagkataon lang na nasobrahan yung challenge.
And once, you know, he gets into that movement, yung side to side, yung parang T-back pull-up na yun.
Tama. Kumbaga, hinahanap niya na yung rhythm niya eh. Yung rhythm niya dun sa shot na yun eh. And in that case, he was able to get it. And
nice help from Jimmy Reyes. 80-59 is our count. 4-point play completed by Miller. Di makalapit ng husto itong Benilde. Gaspay, Torres. There's a whistle. So, is it on Reyes? Or Lina? Tatlo. Yung sumalubong doon kay Gaspay.
Tatlo yung nakakuha na bantay nito ni Gaspay. Marks, if you're Coach Charles, and for more than 2 quarters or around 2 quarters, makikita mo na yung main guy mo nagsa-struggle sa opensa. I mean, hindi niya makuha yung pwesto niya, hindi niya makuha yung spots niya, hindi siya nakakahawak masyado ng bola. Ano yung pinakamagiging parang changes na gagawin mo on offense?
I guess you have to put him in a different position or mix him up with other players that will give him those positions. Kasi yung usual na galaw ng mga, let's say the bigs, Aaron Liwag is struggling today.
Traditional big.
Yun yung usual spots niya na scouted ng San Beda. But if you put him in, like you mix things up, shake things up, maybe he can get baskets from different angles. How about you?
And again, you won't be called reigning MVP for nothing. So, ang pagiging MVP hindi lang naman yan by scoring eh. You know? So, all around yan. And for me, personally, I think, you know, if you're gonna look at the way San Beda plays defense against Allen, tuwing nawakan niya yung bola, 3-4 yung nagko-collapse na bumabantay sa kanya. If maintindihan niya na maging decoy siya,
I was about to say,
enough para alam mo yun, mahatak niya yung depensa ng San Beda at mahanap niya yung open teammate niya, that will be so much easier para sa mga teammates niya na, you know, makahanap ng mga shots nila. Hindi sila masyado mapapagod and moving, pero makahanap niya.
Just like in this sequence, Prince, Liwag, you see Jimmy Reyes helping out. Ncaa was open on the left wing.
Yes, and 3 yung bantay na nandoon sa paint, you know, to stop and help. So if makikita niya yung mga teammates niya, I mean kung ma-recognize niya kung kanino nanggagaling yung helper na depensa at doon niya ibibigay yung pasa, chances are magkakaroon sila ng maybe a step or 1 second na open look. And eventually, I think if you leave a player open, hindi naman siguro buong game magmimintis yan.
Again, if you've watched the NCAA enough, you know San Beda is one of the best scouting teams in the league.
I mean, look at the lineup. Hindi lang sa players, pati sa coaching staff. Diba? The combined experience of the coaching staff nitong San Beda, amateur and the pro scene, collegiate scene, at saka yung mga accomplishments ng mga coaches nila, mabigat.
That's right. That's true. So, just a quick stat here. Miller and Sajonia a combined 51 points. Benilde just has a little more, 60 points on the board. So, grabe yung produksyon ng John T. Miller at Brian Sajonia.
Speaking of that movement, speaking of that, you know, swing movement, side-to-side movement, nakuha na naman niya yung movement na yon, and, you know, he's comfortable enough in taking those shots, even if there's a guy in front of him.
28 points for John T. Miller. Paawi mula dito kay Ian Torres.
Another Torres 3-pointer. Pangalawa. Para sa buong team.
That's right. Ito si John T. Miller, 28 points. Miller takes it in. Hard foul given up by Gaspay, so 2 shots for Miller. How about this? Again, it's the same matchup, but John T. slide in and out to his left side. And he knocks it down. Ian Torres with a counter right here. His second 3 of the game. Second or 2 of the 3 threes of Benilde so far is from Ian Torres as Miller continues to stay on the ground. He's a little bit shaken up. Not enough to keep him down though. So Miller with 28 points. Rare miss from the free throw line from John T. Miller.
Oo parang nawalan kasi siya ng hangin
Yeah.
sa contact na nangyari prior to this free throw.
Season high for John T. is 34 points. And he is just 5 points away from tying that. Ito. Yung banggaan. John T. Miller tsaka Jake Gaspay. Under 4 minutes left. Torres lays it up and in. And he gets the continuation. Ian Torres trying to bring Benilde back in this one. He has been well, one of the bright spots. One of the few bright spots ng Benilde ngayong araw na to.
Sa kanya nang gagaling yung konting buhay in terms of scoring dito sa Benilde Blazers.
Skechers Basketball Comfort that performs Skechers Basketball fan performance of the game. Once again, these are the Bedans in attendance with the complete props.
Oo, pati outfit, no?
Oh, yeah, may jersey pa.
Kitang-kita mo talaga yung suporta na nanggagaling.
John T. Miller jersey yan Okay yan 84-66. SJ Moore interfering. Moore sprays, swing, Torres, too strong. And Jimmy Reyes does the wise thing to wait it out. Reyes handing against Torres. Jimmy against SJ. Trying to shake him off. Kalimag. This is stolen by Torres. SJ Moore. Moore off the hop behind the back. Yeah, too difficult a situation for SJ Moore that time. Under 3 minutes left in game number 1 between San Beda and Benilde. Reyes. Kalimag. Got it! RC Kalimag joins the 3-point party for the Red Lions. Torres counters right back with his own.
That's his third 3-pointer of the game. Third and only 3-pointer of the Benilde Blazers.
So Reyes brings it across. And again, it's not enough that they're exchanging baskets with San Beda here. RC Kalimag goes too strong. And here comes Ian Torres once again. 15 points or 18 points. Heading into the final 2 minutes. Torres, kahukom. No. And now Benilde is 4 out of 24 from long distance. San Beda looking for the finishing touches. It is with Nigel Gonzalez. Gonzalez too strong. And Tulia with the offensive board. Fresh clock for San Beda.
That was a beautiful court touch screen by Bismarck Lina. Pero nakuha pa rin nila yung offensive rebound.
Pull-up jumper, got it! Jimmy Reyes putting this game to bed.
Oh, I mean, if there's a team na nagising on the right side of the bed, like things are just falling for them.
Yeah.
No, alam mo yun, yung mga, kahit yung mga tira na parang ang labo pumasok, nauhulog pa rin. Yeah, that's on Beda.
And now they will deploy some of the players on the bench. Amora comes in alongside Bunzalida. Para naman dito sa Benilde Blazers. Is this Gonzaga? Yeah. Replacing Jake Gaspay. Or no, replacing one of the bigs. Gaspay will take the free throw. But this has been a statement performance for the Beda Red Lions. About to go 3-0 over Benilde. Their final 4 tormentors in season 100.
I mean, having a start like this,
Yeah.
that's a Final Four natin. Ano? Like what you said, it's a statement game. Alam mo yun, they're really here for business.
Yeah.
And yung first 2 games nila, syempre wala si Liwag on the second one. Pero in this game, like what I said earlier, parehong teams natin kompleto. So, kumbaga wala kang pagkukunan talaga na pwede mong masabi na kasi ganito, kasi ganyan. So parehas sila kompleto with full scouting report from each other. Beda outperformed itong Benilde the entire game. And like what you said, hindi bumababa ng 10 yung lamang ng Beda. And talagang nag-struggle itong Benilde, especially from beyond the arc.
You're right. Benilde got to within 10 a few times in the second half. Pero nothing beyond that.
Oo. I mean, 1 from Sean Umali, and then 3 galing kay Torres.
Torres, that's right. So, Reyes, half minute left. Jimmy Reyes, steady hands up the point. 20 seconds left here in game number 1. And that's been the story. Jimmy Reyes taking it away. 10 seconds left for a masterful game number 1 performance for the Beda Red Lions. Beda will draw first blood in this semi-final matchup with Benilde. Skechers Basketball Comfort that performs. Skechers Basketball best player performance of the game is from Jonty Miller. 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 assist. Just spectacular. And when he's not scoring, he's playmaking and he's playing defense on the other side.
What a consistent game para kay Jonty Miller. Alam mo, umpisa hanggang dulo, makikita mo kung paano niya talaga pinush yung opensa nitong Beda. And syempre, hindi rin natin pwedeng kalimutan si Brian Sajonia.
Yeah. 26 points para kay Brian Sajonia, going 5 out of 8 from the great beyond.
Oh, and yun yung times na nagkakaroon ng run itong Benilde Blazers.